I didn't have to do shit, it just did it. Cool. Alright. Let's build before it happens again. Clean up, clean up. I wanted to put this on a box and see what the fuck is up. Motherfucker! Because I think this needs to be cleaned. Big time. Big time. Big time. Slapping the bass big time. It's at a 0.11. Let's do 100 watts. 100 watts, 0.11. Dark Horse, a Dory Liquid, on the Goon, on the G-Box. That's good stuff. That is good stuff. That's definitely good with coffee, especially like in the summertime. That's gonna be good. I like any kind of like bright. I can't say a bright flavor because it is a dessert, but anything mint or like a light fruit that isn't like that isn't a dessert but fruity. I like them in the summertime. Like strawberry submission would be like a summertime one for me. That's good. All right, let's do it. All right, so with this, I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. .28 gauge stainless steel, 38 gauge nichrome, because I don't have stainless steel small wires yet. I gotta get some. I'm gonna be stocking up on some stainless steel. A little more Ni90 probably. See, I fucked with the camera and I don't know how to get it back. I don't know how to get it back. Alright, so I need to do, I'm doing a 5-core stagger fuse Clapton. And I'm doing 5 for a reason. I think 5 pieces of 28 gauge stainless steel will vape great 4-rep, because this theory comes from them alien stags. The alien stags are 5-core 28 gauge. So that's where my theory comes from, that I should just use 5-core 28 gauge. Because I like that vape, 4-rep, 38 gauge, same thing, boom boom. This should work good. Comprende? Comprende. So 38 nichrome and 28 stainless steel. You could use whatever the fuck you want. I suggest you don't use 26 gauge on a 5-core. For practice, sure. Single coil, sure. Dual coil, absolutely not. You could use 36, sure. I wouldn't use 34 for a 5 core. 36 you could. It's going to get big, because even 38 is going to be big. 40 would probably be smart. I'm going to go 38 to save time, and I just like how 38 vapes better than 40. So, thanks, Black Cat. Thanks. Yeah, I learned that Dawn needs stainless steel in her life. I think I learned that. I think she's got I think she has some of your coils to hold you over, to hold her over, and I'm gonna order some stainless steel. I gotta get whatchamacallit's coils done. I got Gizzard Stews. I got like 2 sets for Gizzard Stew, but I want to send them more than that. So I gotta get his done, and I think I'm gonna make some for Jesse too. I gotta make some for a couple people. Some I don't want to give away who I'm building them for. That will be told in the future. Alright. I need a drill in my life. So I guess if I'm going to be doing a 5 core, if I'm going to be doing a 5 core, I'm going to be doing 8-inch, 8, 16, 24. I need a 16 and a 24. Okay. Let's get out a piece that's about... Let's get out 2 24s. Maybe I mess one up and I'll have an extra. So I'm going to do 2 24-inch pieces. So I'm going to get this out and hope that it's 24 inches. Give it a little stretch. Let me measure it. Got my ruler. Measuring out 24 inches. If you haven't been watching me for a while, I measure everything. I just think it's a smart thing to do. I just do. I always give myself a little bit extra just in case. I think that's a smart thing to do. So I got a piece that's about 26 inches here. Even that's going to be big. Even if I did it 24, that would be a little big. Because I only need 4 wraps. And then I'm going to get out another one. And both these wires I'm going to space, just like I did the other one, the regular stagger fuse Claptons. All right. So I got 2 pieces, 24 inches, 28 gauge stainless steel. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get my drill. Get my piece of 28 gauge, one of them. And I'm going to attach it to my swivel the same way I did the first one. Bend it over the swivel, grab it with the needle noses. Both pieces now, and twist 5 times. That's secure. Let me close my hook. And now I'm going to get my 28 gauge, bring it all the way across to my drill. Put a 90 in the 28 gauge and get it into the drill. Okay, now make sure it's twisting. It is. I'm going to get my 38 gauge out, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with that 36. I'm going to get the 38 out, and I'm going to cut three pieces of 38 gauge, which you can't really see, at 6 inches. 1, 2. I mean, if you have another spool of 38, which I do, you don't have to do 3, you could just do 1. But if you have only one spool, cut 3 of them. Alright, now I'm going to take this 38. I'm going to stick it inside of my drill chuck as far as I could push it. It goes in a good 1.5 inches or so. Put my drill in the forward or in the clockwise. Forward is clockwise, because time goes forward, never goes back. I'm going to clap in the first little bit here. Same thing I did with the other one, only we're using 2 different wires. Alright, clapped in it, put a little angle on it, and space a couple wraps. Alright. And then I'm going to lock my spool and put it down. On the table. All right. Now I'm going to get one of them pieces of 38 gauge that I cut at 6 inches or so. Put it in the first space. I'm having trouble seeing this, obviously, because I had trouble seeing it with the 36, with the 36-24, so I'm definitely having a problem seeing it with the 38-28. So I'm going to get my googles and get my jaunts. These are my jaunts. And I'm going to get that 38. You got to twist this on there clockwise. I'm going to put it in the first space. And then bring it up around into the second space. All right. I'm going to pull down a bit. I'm going to grab pretty close to here. I'm going to leave like a 1/2 inch. A 1/2 inch from here to the wire. And then I'm going to twist the 38 below it. Which is extremely long. Way more than 6 inches I cut. More like a foot. Which I did not need. So I'm just going to twist this a couple times. And now, after I twist it a couple times, I'm going to get my clip again to hold it in place and to put some weight on it. And then I need to get an RDA to hang off of this. Now the mask will probably work, but it may be a little heavy. This is 2 smaller wires here, so it may be a bit much. This won't be enough. I already know that. The apex is pretty heavy. It ain't the mask, but it's heavy. So I'm going to get the apex. Let's try this. I never tried the apex before. I'm going to put them 2 wires inside of the apex cap, and then put the deck inside of the cap as well. And that's going to grab the 38 and put some more weight. I could take this clip off now. And now I think I could start claptoning. I'm going to take my fingernail. I'm going to push these together. And I'm going to start the clapton and see what happens. Definitely need to hold a very slight angle, but it almost feels like this is slipping. Maybe not. Definitely feels like my battery's running dead, but I think I could get through this. Now I'm in the middle here. I just want to pull my RDA down a bit because it looks like it wants to jump up for whatever reason. So I'm just going to reset it by pulling it down a little bit. Good swivels are very important when doing this step, and it feels like my one swivel's going. So since it felt like the one swivel was going, I kind of pulled tension on it. So it popped out. It happens. It's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna get it back in there. Bend the new 90 in it. Get it in the drill. Just hopefully the loop didn't mess up. Bring it back. My spool got all messed up as well when that happened. So, jeez. Wow. You know what? I know what I'm doing. This is getting cut off. I still have a lot on there, but I don't want to mess up any more of my spool. I'm going to untangle it. This should get me to the end. If not, it'll definitely get me enough. So I'm just going to do it by hand here. The loop's still on there. I'm going to pull the loop down a bit just to get it reset. Alright, I could cut all this off, all three of them. The loop and the 38, cut that off. Alright, I could open up the apex. Jesse, what's up? What is up? The wire popped out because of the tension I was pulling on it because my swivel wasn't working well. But now I could take this out of there. I'm going to unclip the swivel and get this off. So there's one of my wires. And I'm pretty sure nothing happened to it. I think it's fine. I guess we'll find out. You do want this spacing perfect on these. So I'm going to get rid of this swivel on here because I think it's old. That's gotta go. And I'm gonna get my new swivel. Get that hooked up. All right. I have these at a hardware store. I got these little key rings, and they're awesome for switching out swivels on my Spin LT. I love them. I love them to death. I love the little guys. I love the little guys. The next piece of 28, put onto the swivel, pinch, twist, close the hook, grab the 28, bring it over to the drill. I'm going to do something a little different to get myself a little more centered. trying to find... There it is. Alright. So this here is a bobby pin. No. Did I cut the balls off all my bobby pins? Yeah. So this is a bobby pin, and they usually have little balls at the end, but I cut them off. I cut the balls off the bobby pin. It has been castrated. Alright. But I don't need that bobby pin, but I'm just showing you an option you could use if you don't have a cotter pin. So you could use a bobby pin, or you could use this cotter pin. I got this cotter pin. Alright, and this is going to go into my drill. And it's going to give myself a little mount for my 28 gauge. See that? That's what I want. So now I could stick my 28 through here, bend it around, grab both wires that come out of that, and twist just a couple times. And there you go. Now it's mounted and it's more center, and it's not going to snap this time. Legitness. That's pure legitness. Alright. Where's my 38 gauge? There it is. Still all fucked up? Yep, still all fucked up. Alright, let's fix it. Fix. Fix, damn you. Beautiful. Take the 38, stick it through the loop made from that 28 that I just looped around the cotter pin. Clapped in it a little bit, space clapped in it. Lock my 38 gauge spool in. Let's get close up a bit. I'm going to get that piece of 38 gauge, or one of them pieces that I cut off my spool, and in a clockwise motion. It has to be clockwise. You can't do it counterclockwise. If you're going clockwise with your Clapton, it won't work. It's a little hard to do with this camera here, but I'm going to try it anyway. Put it in the first space. Bring it around to the second space. Looks like I was trying to skip a space there again. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I should probably put my goggles on. Nope, this looks fucked up. Give me a second and I'll show you. I can't do it with the camera there. I'm just gonna get a new wire. So much easier to do things when you could see. Twist these two. Let it go. Put this wire in the cap. Put the deck in the cap. Clamping my drill to my table after I pull it tight. Let me show you what I have. Hopefully you understand what I'm doing. Fingernail, bring them close together, which you don't absolutely have to do. I feel like I always get a better start if I do this though, but it's not an absolute must. Just push them all together, pull the weight down a bit, a little bit of an angle towards the swivel. Now it's important to know that the loop doesn't do all the work. You do have to lead it the right way. If you don't lead it the right way, you could really mess this up. If your angle's too big, you're gonna make too big of spaces. If it's too less, the loop's gonna jump over and it's gonna make a big mess, especially with double loop. Like it's about to do now. Yep. gotta cut this loop off because it's not spacing anymore. I don't know if it's because I stopped or what. I don't think I'm doing another 2 loop. I think I'm just going to do a single loop to finish this off. Once you get it, you should just keep going. You shouldn't even stop. Just keep going. Do it all in one attempt. So now this is single loop. You just gotta pay attention more. Alright, now I learned something about the single loop a bit ago. Actually, I've learned it a while ago, but it's something I've never really shared. When you do the loop method and you're watching the loop, sometimes the loop likes to kind of jump up over. It kind of likes to just go up a bit. If it's doing that, it means your angle's too tight. You got to open up your angle a little bit and then it'll go back down. So that's a good way to see. Like, you actually have to watch it, and sometimes that loop just goes a little bit up on the core. And if you do that, open up your angle a bit, it'll get back in there. It just means your space isn't big enough for that wire to fit in there. So you got to make that space bigger so that wire fits and you could go down. All right. Alright, so we got our wires. Wasn't the quickest, but you do need to make sure that these spaces are dead on if you want to do something like a 5-core. Anything. A 2-core, a 3-core, a 4-core, 5-core, definitely a 10-core. You need your spaces to be dead on. So now I got two 2-foot sections of this. Alright. I didn't loosen up the first one. Damn it. Alright, so I'm going to... I left a little piece of 38 on in the end here. I'm going to pinch that, put my drill in reverse, and then come down here and see if it's loose. It's not loose yet, so I'm going to do that again. Pinch the 38, drill in reverse. Check it down here. It's not loose yet. I'm going to do it again until it's loose. Is it loose? It's loose. It's moving a little bit. Done. Cut that bitch off. Cut that bitch off. Alright. Take the loop off my swivel here. I'm going to get the other piece, the piece I did first, and I'm going to put that back onto my swivel. Get this into the drill. Tight, pull away. I left a little tiny piece of 38 on here. I'm going to pull it, put my drill in reverse. Pinch here, see if it's moving. Oh, it's moving big time. Alright, that's good. Take it out of my drill. Alright, now you don't want to handle these too much. There's no need to, it's just going to mess them up. So I got two 24-inch pieces right here. Alright? Let me get a vape. Can I do that? Can I get a vape? Is that okay with y'all? Is that okay with you guys? So, I need 5 8-inch pieces. I'm going to measure 8-inch from here to here. And I'm going to cut. Alright. Now I'm going to bring the 2 long wires down here. And I'm going to cut them just the same. 8 inches. I don't want to handle them much, and I didn't flip them if you notice. You can flip them, I don't like to. I have my reasons. 8-inch, 8-inch. And then I'm just going to pick my favorite one of the 2 here. And I'm going to bring that over here. Alright. So now I have 5 pieces. I'm going to cut the 90 off of this one. There's a 90 on it. I'm going to cut that off. And there's a 90 on this one. And I'm going to cut that off. Alright. So now I have one that still has the loop on it. This one has the loop. And it also has 38 hanging off that I want to cut off. This one with the loop is going to go in the middle of my stack, my round wire stack. I'm going to put 2 on this side, and I'm going to put 2 on this side. But that one's going to be in the middle, the one with the loop. And then I'm going to put my finger on top of these. They're in somewhat of an order. Just making sure that one's in the middle. And I'm going to pick them up. Alright. They're all flat right now. All of them in my hand, nice and flat. Now I'm going to get my hot glue and my lighter. I'm going to heat it up. And I'm going to dab it over these 5. Alright, that's ready to go. Now I'm going to get my Ramo clamp. I have no clue where the fuck it is. Here it is. Ramo clamp. This is from Builder's Boutique. Alright. Builder's Boutique. I have a video with the link in the description. I don't know if I could do that now. Let me see if I could do this now. Let me see if I could add a link really quick. I know this is probably going to be boring for some of you. Just looking at my fucking side view of my fucking face. My fat face. So let's go to my channel. Alright. View all. There's the video. Open link in new tab, open link in private window, open link in new window, save link as, copy link. Okay. Copy link, and then there's the, you could go there. So this is going to be the link. This is the link to the video, and then the link to buy them is there. It's in there. Cool. I think I got it. I'm bomb, dude. I'm fucking bomb, yo. Now I know how to do that. Yeah! I wasn't looking at the camera. Cool. Link in the description. Boom. Link to the video. The video has a link to these. I'm not sure if they're up yet. I'm not sure if they're still sold out or not. You're rocking a Tugboat V2 at Slam Cat? Damn. Damn. All right. So now I'm going to take this, insert it in the remote clamp. Get it center. Shit. All right. Now, I'm going to grab the cores and carefully walk down with my fingers, getting them straight without messing up the spacing. You got to have soft hands doing this. And I don't mean if you have rough hands you can't do it. I have rough hands. You got to be gentle. Very gentle. I'm walking down the wire, getting them all straight. The one I want in the middle is still in the middle. If it wasn't, that wouldn't be a big deal. Alright. And now I'm going to grab that hair clamp and clip these together right there. I'm going to put the loop that's in the middle onto my swivel. So there's going to be one of these wires on my swivel. And I'm okay with that. That's what I want. Good. As long as the start off piece is good, and it's good right here, I'll be fine when I get started. Good. Cool. Alright, now I need my 38 gauge. And I'm going to take the 38 and just hand wrap it around the beginning at first. I'm going to take it at the top, pull down, because the clamp is going to make them straight anyway. So if I pull in up and down motions and that kind of tension, it should just make it go straight. So up, bring this piece down, and pull tension down, up, that should be a good start. Gonna do a couple wraps. Get some needle noses up in here. Crimp them down straight. I use needle noses and not nylons because nylons wouldn't have fit in there. I'm not a big fan of crimping before I wrap it. I only like crimping what I already wrapped. You've got to get this a little straighter. It's good, but with my help, it could be the best. So softly. Now I want to find my real nylons, the good ones. Where are they? And that's what this is all about. You wrap some, you crimp some, And that's what's going to happen down this whole wire. You wrap some, you crimp some. As soon as you see it get out of whack, crimp it. Don't wait until you get a couple more wraps because it's going good. Don't do that. Just crimp it right away. As long as your spacing's good, the more you do, the easier it'll get for a whole bunch of reasons. So I'm not liking this hair clip. I want to see if I put one of these smaller clips on, if that'll do it. I'm not a big fan of this hair clip right now. It's just too much on the 28. So I switched it out for a smaller clip. Something that's not going to twist my wire because it's so small. Luckily, that's still a lead. I don't really like how that looks. I might have wrapped that too tight. So, like I said, this is pretty much what you got to do down the whole wire. So, I guess let's give them something to talk about. I keep losing focus. I'm not paying attention to it really. So I go anywhere from 5 to 10 rotations and crimp. And I really need to get myself some new nylons, because these are hardly doing the job anymore. So far, my spacing's looking good. I'm hoping it stays like this, because so far, so good. And if you want to save time, you don't have to put your nylons down every time. All you're doing is pressing a button over here. The thing with these many core stagger fuse Claptons is when they're going good, they're great, but when they go bad, oh man. One of them wires has bad spacing, forget about it. You might as well just start over, because it's a pain in the ass. Or just go with single coil or something, because it could get real ugly. I've gotten good at doing these 3-core. I can do the 3-core pretty quickly, because you could just do a 2-foot piece in the beginning. And that'll give you a dual coil 3-core just by that one 2-foot piece. And you could do that with 26 gauge and have a good bait. And messing with 26 gauge cores is much easier than 28. But if you were to go up in cores, like let's say 6 or 7 cores, you would want to probably go to 30 gauge. At least 28 nichrome and not stainless steel. The higher you go in cores, the higher you go in gauge for the cores. Like some people do 10-core stagger fuse Claptons, and they usually use 32 or 34 gauge as their cores. And 40 or 42 for their wrap. Alright, so I feel a little tangled up here, so I'm going to let that go. And sometimes I like it when I'm halfway done. I like them to just be like that. I like them to just be hanging. Just chilling out, man. Just hanging. It's all about the spacing though, really. If your spacing's good, it's all about time and patience. Crimp. Crimp and fuse. Fuse and crimp. Fuse and crimp. Fuse and crimp. I'm also not putting a lot of tension on the fusing wire, just enough, but not a lot. That helps a lot too, just very light tension. Enough to where it'll get in them gaps and move the Clapton if it has to, but not too much to where it's gonna mess with your cores. So I'm definitely done one coil already. I'm working on the second coil. I'm just about out of the lead of the second coil, I would say. See, sometimes I can go like 20 wraps without crimping it. Sometimes I can't even go 3. I gotta crimp it. That's just how it is. And at 4 wraps, these are going to come out to about a 0.07, 0.08, I think. Having a little bit of a pain in the ass right here. Just with how the cores are. I think one space was messed up on one of the wires. Yeah, looks like I got it back. It's going to be a little blemish there, but if that's the only one, I ain't complaining. So when I get this done, I am going to want to flatten it out, do my little flattening thing. I haven't got the camera yet. I only got the webcam. I haven't got the camera yet. Only the webcam. Man, this is not liking me right here. It really isn't. I really don't want to reverse it either. Just try to fix it. try to fix it with stubbornness. Stubbornness and determination. A little bit of determination and a whole lot of stubbornness. They're kind of the same thing. But not really. I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there. As soon as I feel like I have enough for 2 coils, I will stop. It's getting there. Getting to the point where just really started fucking up down here. The cores. Let's try this. I can't continue doing this one. What time is it? It's almost 1. I think I'm done with this. I think I'm taking this single coil. I can't leave these cores like this. It's no good. It's fucked up because it's not even the spacing. I lost the shape of the coil somewhere back here. lost the shape, I could never get it back. This looks good. I got my single coil's good. The question is, how long is this video right now? I can't do another 5 hours. I've been on for an hour and a half since it did that stopping thing. I don't know what to do here. I want my dual coil, but I don't want to do it right now. Let's see if for some reason it just starts going easy for me. I might have took that hair clip off too early. That might have been what happened. Might have just been way too early to take it off. Anybody gonna go watch The Rock's hit new movie Rampage? Based on that video game that really had no plot. You know you're running out of ideas. Looks like a cool movie, but pretty brainless. Don't try to make it deeper than what it is. Don't try to do that. Please don't have a connection with the fucking monkey. Don't have a fucking human connection with the monkey. Don't do that. Let the fucking animals loose. It ain't that deep. It really ain't. I'm not watching it to see The Rock cry over his monkey friend. I'm watching it to see a big fucking monkey, a big wolf, and a big fucking dinosaur fuck shit up. You don't even have to have a story. You could just start off the movie with 3 fucking giant animals walking into a city and fucking shit up. Yeah, I used to have one of them, you know them video games they put out, they sell them in the mall. It's like one video game, but it's like 1,000 games in one. I had that, and I would play Rampage on that. Not too long ago either, like just a couple years ago. It was a pretty fun game. But maybe it wasn't 64 had it, but yeah, the Alien movies I've been watching lately too, because I didn't know Prometheus was part of the Alien movies. So I started looking up like this shit. And then I watched Prometheus and it was pretty good. And then I gotta watch Alien Covenant with the engineers. So in case you haven't noticed, it has been going better. And I think I'm basically up to the part to where I started to think about reversing it. I did have to start zigzagging a little bit. But that's alright. That happens sometimes. Still looking pretty good. To be honest, I still don't feel like finishing this. Even though I'm almost done, I don't feel like finishing it. But I do want dual coils. I want to vape them. So I am having a problem. I have to figure out how to post my video when I'm done now, because I don't think I posted that last one. I don't know. Maybe somebody could tell me. Can you guys go and watch the last video I did live when I first got the webcam? It should be a video right after the one with the pulleys in the windows at work. I did post it. It's not maybe it's just not loading on my thing. Sometimes stuff like that happens. Well, it did for my phone, but it's very different on a computer. The phone streaming and the computer streaming are completely different things. Like, this is so different from the phone. The phone, you hit a button, you're on. The computer ain't that easy. It's not easy at all. There's a bunch of stuff you gotta do. You gotta download all this shit. I mean, I get it now, but there's a lot of things. There's all these settings you have to set. It's just something to get used to. Like, every time I went live with Sherlock Holmes, it was always a process. Always a process. Like, especially when you're doing that Zoom stuff. I gotta learn that because I want to get people on the show. I'd like to have, like, maybe twice a month have somebody else on with me. I don't want to do big panels, though. That's one thing I definitely don't want to do. I just want one person. Not that there's anything wrong with big panels, it's just not what I want to do. Maybe once in a while, but... Yeah, that's the thing with doing with the computer, is you could do a couple different cameras and switch them. Which I never thought about it. I may test that tomorrow because I have a shitty webcam that I can test with both cameras. I could do that. But I'm almost done here. I only got a little bit more. The second one isn't the prettiest 5-core stagger fuse Clapton, but it's a 5-core stagger fuse Clapton nonetheless. Alright, this is going to have to do, because this second coil is driving me crazy. I'll show you what the good one looks like. You know what I may do? I may do something like hop on tomorrow or something. Because I'm not doing anything else tonight. This is what's happening. I still gotta figure out how to close this video down and get it posted and shit. So I'm going to flatten it right now. So basically I'm going to take the jeweler's block and my, whatchamacallit, jeweler's block, stainless steel mod, flatten it out, and then see if it looks any better. Because that camera is giving it no justice. It's showing every little fucking thing. I don't care, as long as I can get the vape them and see what they're hitting for. Well, now it's gonna look good, I think. It sucks because I have it like a 3-inch piece that's all right, and like a 4.5-inch piece that's really good, but I can't get 2 coils out of 4.5 inches. So this is what it looks like. I will be telling you eventually what they ohmed out to and what they vaped like, but I just can't do it tonight. I'm starting to feel like shit again. Oh, gizzard stew. Look who it is. We gotta get gizzard stew in the fucking thingy. Gizzard stew, will you be a thingy? You have no choice. You have no choice, sir. What's up, gizzard stew? I will be, oh jeez. I will be getting your coils out soon. I got 2 sets, but there's a couple sets I want to make you. I just got a somebody got just got a text message. Somebody just banned me. Well, what you get? I don't know what you said, but y'all said it. Y'all said it. Maybe you said nothing. Maybe you said nothing. Maybe you should have said something. Maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. I really don't know. What is it, 300 seconds? 300 seconds. It's the remix to Ignition. It's hot and fresh out the kitchen. Dun 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 dun. Where? Oh, whoa! What am I doing? Where are you? You are. You meant to get the other guy. Spork Life is gizzard stew. You don't know who Spork Life is? Jeez. Frankenstein's uncle. Yeti's uncle. Get it. Sometimes there's collateral damage when swinging the wrench. Clayton, have you ever watched Fresh's show? You should go subscribe to Spork Life. Hit Spork Life, subscribe. Turning into Nazi Germany here. Alright. Wait, what? I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my fucking... Live? Alright. Alright, so I am so delayed. He just blocked and reported. Yeah, it's just gonna keep buffering. So I'm just gonna cut this video.